This is KARL-JAMES at the reveal of the dinosaur footprint, and this is at the National Museum of Wales. This is 9 o'clock on the Wednesday of the reveal, and yes, Lily's fossil footprint. And the story runs as: my name is Lily, I am 4, I went to the beach with Mummy, Daddy, my baby brother George, and our dog Biddy. It was very cold, so I was wearing my spotty pink coat and my favourite wellies. I found some curly-whirly shells. Then, somewhere on the beach, I found a rock with a footprint on it. It was small, so I think the dinosaur was the same size as me. This is wonderful Lily telling her story. And as we move on, Lily's find. Lily spotted something unusual while she was walking on the beach with her parents in January 2021. She found a footprint in solid rock. It had 3 toes with claw impressions and looked as if an animal had walked on the rock. These footprints aren't easy to see unless they are lit from the side. The rocks on this beach are 220 million years old. They belong to the Triassic period, time when dinosaurs first appeared. This was 20 million years before the Welsh dinosaur Dracaraptor lived in Penarth, which was found a few years earlier. Skeletal remains. As we sort of go on, and we see Lily's journey, and wow, she sees the dinosaur footprint on the rock below, which is by here. And then there is a nice photograph, and here we go, and Sally and Lily looking in the book at dinosaurs. And now Lily today, 8 o'clock this morning, on this wonderful Wednesday, and there is Lily with her dinosaur footprint. And interestingly enough, you've got one dinosaur footprint, as you said, and move over safely at the National Museum of Wales, you can see a faint other dinosaur footprint. And as the story of the rock evolves, flowing all the way through to the rest of the story, what happened next? What happened the next, the day in January? It was Saturday that it was first seen, 25th, and by the 26th, it was myself who came out to the rocks, KARL-JAMES Langford. But this is what happened next. The footprint was on a large loose rock, which was far too heavy to move. So Lily's family contacted an expert. The museum has a collection of other Welsh fossil footprints. You can see some in the Evolution of Wales gallery. Special permission was needed to remove the footprints carefully without damaging them. It is illegal to hammer at the solid rocks along our coastline, although it is usually okay to collect small loose fossils. If you find any really good fossils, you should contact the museum to find out more. Take a couple of good photographs and show how large or small it is. That's exactly what Sally's family did with good Lily. And if we move on to this here, more about the rocks, the red Triassic rocks in this bay formed in a desert after storms caused floods. Many dinosaurs and other reptiles walked across the damp mud, leaving their footprints. The mud dried out in the hot sun before it was covered by more flooding. The rocks here show many different types of reptilian footprints. Dinosaurs had only just evolved and were all quite small. Scientists have now spotted a second footprint in line with the first one. So just remember that there. That's the first footprint, and then the second footprint. We're not yet sure what reptile made the footprints. It could be a type of early crocodile rather than a dinosaur. We can study the size and shape of the prints to compare them with others elsewhere. And then finally, a number of individuals are involved, so the exhibition is organised in partnership with the British Institute for Geological Conservation, charity committed to community-based education and conservation of important geological sites and landscapes, with thanks to National Resources Wales and to Ben Evans, BIGC, for the safe recovery of the footprint. And the author of the video, myself, this is where I come into this, and with warmest thanks to Lily, George, Sally, Richard Wilder for sharing their wonderful story of exploration and discovery, and with thanks to KARL-JAMES LANGFORD, Archaeology Company, myself, for bringing it to our attention. So, rest of the gallery, this is mentioned in the discussion. Dracaraptor found in 2014 on the beach. This will be for another video. Wonderfully found in a rock near Penarth. This was 7 years before. Really well worth coming to this exhibition and seeing more. But this is Lily's day, Lily's find, and there she is. Come on. Point to our little. There you go. Come, put that there. And this is the wonderful Lily, and this is Lily's find. Smile.